Okay, so I'm kind of starting to develop a small collection of these Remington bullet knives that were made by Camillus, pretty much, back in like the 80s and the 90s. And I recently here, well, today actually got a new one here. I believe this one's called the Lumberjack. It's a equal end pen knife, I think technically, although it is a rather large knife. Um, I think this would be considered either like a muskrat or a moose knife. It's got two blades, two full size blades, a clip point, and a spay blade. And they both have half stops. The action on both of them is really good. So that's cool. Um, the clip blade is, well, both the blades are favoring the outside liner, but neither one is touching the liner. So that's, good enough for me. The back spring on the clip blade here is a little bit sticking up. It's not quite flush with the liners on the knife, but that's not a huge deal. And I actually think that on the spay blade it might be a little bit proud too. Yeah, so they're both a little proud. Not a big deal. Um, Knife seems to be put together pretty well. Uh, no huge gaps or anything. The shield is kind of fit, not great. There's a pretty big gap there, but that's not exactly something that actually matters that much. Um, but yeah, knife seems to be put together pretty well. It's got these wooden covers, which is why I think they call this the lumberjack instead of a muskrat or whatever else. There's a couple different versions, kind of this style, this pattern, maybe pattern. It's a couple different versions of it. One of them they do call the muskrat. I think there's a woodsman, and there's two or three other ones other than this. I wanted the one with the wooden covers instead of the like jig Delrin or like the Delrin that looks like stag, like the Staglon. And yeah, I can't remember if there's another one or not, but there's at least three different like versions of pretty much this exact knife that are called different things based on what kind of cover material they have. Yeah, got this off eBay, of course. You can't really buy these new, although, it's unused, I believe is what it said, and it does appear to be unused. It's got some scratches on it from storage, like storage scratches, scratches from handling the knife, stuff like that. But the blades, I don't think they've ever really been sharpened or used for anything. So, and I think I paid around $50 for this. So still less than, most case knives that you're gonna pay for. And these knives are put together pretty well, in my experience. Better than most case knives that I get. Um, Neither one of the blades seems to have any kind of blade play. If they do, the clip point might just have a very slight amount of blade play. I can't really tell. Um, but yeah, I mean, the action's good. Knives put together pretty well. These are pretty inexpensive compared to like, more of your premium traditional pocket knives. And they seem to be pretty easy to get versions of these knives that haven't really been used and have just been, sitting on a shelf somewhere. Most of them come with their box and the paperwork inside the box. Because it kind of seems like people bought these and just kind of kept them. And then, these days they're selling them on eBay. I don't know how much they were when they came out. I mean, they're made by Camillus and they're made well, but I have a feeling they probably weren't that expensive when they came out. This one's from 1997, which is the year my first car was made. So that's cool. Um, but yeah, I just thought this was a neat pattern, and I kind of wanted to get it. Um, and with my past experience with these Remington bullet knives, I figured it would be a nice addition to my knife collection, I guess. Um, so yeah, just figured I'd show this off before I end up carrying it and it starts getting all, really scratched up and used and everything. Just figured I'd show it off before that. So this is the Remington bullet knife for 1997, the Lumberjack, and it is pretty well made, and I like it quite a bit so far. Um, but yeah, that's gonna be it for this video, and see you guys soon.